Hello student, you are watching my YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel, I am uploading the chemical engineering related videos. That videos helps for the undergraduate chemical engineering student to get the knowledge about the chemical engineering subject. Here we are learn about the principles of design, that subject which is included under the chemical engineering of Savitribai Phule Pune University. In this subject, we get the basic knowledge of the materials and its property. Similarly, we get the information about the stress, strain and load. That is the basic of the mechanical engineering. From this subject, student can apply the basic knowledge of strength of material, that is known as the SOM, for the designing machine component, as well as the stress and strain on the machine element and the structure which are the subjected to the various load, which is the important for the basic concept of the chemical engineering drawing, as well as mechanical design and process design for the different process equipment. From that concept, student can think critically, review for the design and select the alternative design as well as size of appropriate process equipment. For that, we require that subject knowledge. Hence, before starting the video, actually concept of that subject, I am requesting to all of you subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so you get the information of the new video which are publishing on this YouTube channel. So let's start the our subject. Thank you. Hello, myself Tejmal Mahale. I am here to teach you the subject, the principle of design, that is the second year chemical engineering subject which is included under the semester 2. In that subject, we already covered the unit 1, that is the basic consideration in design. Now we will learn the second unit, that is design preliminary. The design preliminary are the important things which can design the chemical plant, chemical equipment which are generally used in the chemical process plant. Now we will move towards our subject. You can see how the structure is developed of the chemical plant, and uh, all equipment are arranged in the proper way in the layout, but the structure, as you seen, this is the red vessel, that is known as the pressure handling vessel, and which is placed on the this blue line structure. Similarly, we see the pipeline which are connected to the storage tank, and that are also placed in the structure, and the structure is made up of the column and beams, means like as the vertical section is known as the column and the horizontal section is the known as the beam, and that beam help us to carry out the load, that is the weight of any equipment which is placed on the surface of that floor, means like as here there is the horizontal, that is known as beam, and there is a vertical as a known as the column, and these are connected with this structure, then we can get as a, that is the surface area, and on that surface area we can use as a floor, and on that floor we can put the equipment as well as human interferes, means the all kind of operation process which can done on that floor, and we can improve the surface area of that industrial plant, because the as per the consideration only this land is acquired for that equipment, but we make the floor system, that is ground floor, first floor and many more floor, that can help us to, in the minimum place we can arrange the number of equipment on one other each other, and that can help us to maintain the gravity flow and draining system, that can help us. For that designing of construction of structure, we know that the mechanical or civil terms that are known as shear force, bending moment, beams, column, etc. We didn't require the detailed knowledge, but we whenever we require the design any kind of equipment and chemical plant structure to carry out the load capacity as well as the sharing capacity as well as the bending capacity of that structure, hence we require the little knowledge of that civil and mechanical, that is the strength of material subject, we need that knowledge. This is the completion of video, and in that you can see the structure of that plant. This is the vehicle with for the unloading and loading through the pipeline, and the pipeline is the mounted on the structure. Now, thus some concept for the designing of structure, that is already we told that the shear force, bending moment, beam, column are the some concept which are included in the uh, designing the structure of that chemical plant. Now we will move towards the our point, that is known as the shear force and bending moment. As we know, the shear force is the force which is applied perpendicular to the surface in the opposition to the offset force acting in the opposite direction. This result shear strain, and in the simple term, one part of the surface is pushed in one direction and while another part of the surface is pushed in the opposite direction. We can understand in the diagram format. Okay, this is the portion of the beam which is where the pressure, that is the pressure or weight or load can be exerted. Means in the shear force there is equal and opposite reaction. Whenever we implement the weight here, equal and opposite force which is downward to lift upward that force, and that can maintain the on the beam so that the shear strain can be occur. If the more load and more opposing force is occur, the shear strain can be formed, and that shear can excessive shear strain can be defect the beam, and that is called as the failure of beam. And that failure of beam we will study in our same unit, that is the failure of beam point. In that we can cover that how to failure that. After that shear force there is a bending moment, means there is a vertical force which is acting on the surface, that is known as the shear force, but in the bending moment is the reaction introduced the structural element when the external force or movement is applied by the causing of element get bended. Means whenever the force is implemented on the elemental structure, the uh, the surface of the uh, structural element get into the bended form. Means the end parts of the uh, move into the U shape or reverse U shape. That conversion is taken place. Means the this point get upward and this point get upward and formation of like as U. Similarly, while putting the force at the bottom side, then a mirror image of U can form, and where the bending at the center and their endpoints get contract to each other, and the most of the common and simplest structural elements subjected to the bending moment, and they is for the beams. Okay, this is the shear force and bending moment. We will get detail about the shear force and bending moment in the further section, so you can understand easily bend shear force and moment. Now, some terminology that is included in the construction structure. We know that the beam, any building structure, you know that the vertical section is known as the column and the horizontal section is known as the beam. Uh, then what is the beam? The beam is the structural element that preliminarily resists the load. Whatever load is applied on the beam, that is literally to the beam axis, and it is the mode of deflection is the preliminary of the bending. The load is applied of beam is result the reaction force at the beam, and which is support point. Means whenever the load is exerted on that beam, and that result into the reaction of the support point. Means the beam has the support point here and here, the reaction can be implemented on that support of the beam. Chemical industry, there is a beam like cement, concrete or RCC also present. Similarly, some steel construction is there, and with the help of welding and nut bolt system, that can be structure which is formed in the chemical plant, and on that structure we can place the all kind of equipment like as storage vessel, reactor, any distillation column that required support, we can implement like as beam and column like structure to hold that equipment in the stationary manner. Now the block after beam and column, we get idea regarding the what are the types of beams. Now there is a first type of beam is the simply supported beam. The diagram it shows that the simply support which is known as the column, and the beam is over on it, that known as the simply supported. Means the beam is placed as a horizontal and column are the placed in the vertical, and beam is simply placed on that columns, and that simply supported system require the at least two columns, and beam is simply placed over it, that is known as the simply supported beam. After that, overhanging beam is the extended type of simply supported beam. As we know that the these two columns is here, and simply beam is placed over on that two columns, that is known as the simply supported. But The second part, that is the overhanging portion, means the extended surface, that is known as the overhanging, means the second column which is moved towards the center of the beam, and some part of the beam is hanging, means there is a no third support, and that is known as the simply overhanging beam. And ordinary we know that the some gallery or staircase in that is short length, that is known as the overhanging portion. After that there is a next type of beam, this is known as the cantilever beam. The cantilever beam, where the one end of beam is fixed with the structure and other end is movable. Movable means that is free end, where the no third beam, second beam attached the end or at the free end, means that beam is free at the one end, and that is known as the cantilever beam. After that there is a beam that is known as the fixed beam, means the beam which is not simply placed on the column, but that beam which is fixed at the two ends, and that type of beam is known as the fixed beam. Example like as rope bridge. The uh, bridge support area is known as the beam, and both side of that rope bridge can be fixed at the fixed end, and that is known as the fixed beam type of structure. After that there is a last type of beam is there, that is known as the continuous beam, means the beam which is supported by the two or more beams, means here the 1, 2 and 3 support, but it can be more than 3 support, like as our flyover, our river bridge, that contain number of support, and beam is continuously beam, means there is a continuous type of, means after some interval of space there is a beam to carry out the uh, load which is implemented on the continuous beam. For that we require the continuous beam. These are the all types of beams which are implemented in the construction of the chemical plant. Now there is a beam and load. After beam and column and types of column, there is a next concept is the load. The weight is exerted on the beam whenever we implement the force per unit area, that is known as weight, and that weight is exerted on the beam. It may be at one or more than one point is known as the load, means the surface area of the any equipment is large, then it can touch at number of points, but some load that has the one point and that is situated on that beam, there is a concentrate, that is that the weight of that system exerted on the beam, that is known as the load. And some types of load is occur, and in that the load is known as the point load or a concentrating load. In the diagram we can see that there is a column, that is R1 and R2, and AC is the known as the beam, but P is exerted, that is the pressure or pressure exerted per unit area is known as the weight, and that is weight is denoted by the P, but that P at the only one single point of the beam, that is known as the point beam, or another name of the point load is known as the concentrated load, means the load is concentrated at the one point of the beam, that is known as the point load or concentrated load. After that, there is another type of the load that is known as the uniformly distributed load, okay, and it is also known as the UDL. Yeah, the name of load it itself indicates that the load get divided into the distributed form, means whenever we consider as a P as a point load or a concentrated load which is exerted at a fixed point, but in the UDL, that is the uniform distributed load, the load get divided into the several sections, means it may be 10, it may be 3, it may be, yeah, any kind of number which is greater than 1, and distribution is the uniformly, means all kind of weight get distributed in the uniformly on the entire beam, that is known as the UDL, and its full form is uniformly distributed load. After that, there is a last type of load that is known as the uniformly varying load, that is UVL. The diagram shows that the beam which is simply supported as well as overhanging, and one load is at the free end, that is known as the point load or concentrate load, but there is another type of load is also present in on that beam. There is a known as the uniformly varying load, that is UVL, means the load after the load is considering from the A point away from the 1 meter, there is a load which is continuously increasing, and that is the uniformly, means the load is gradually increasing in the form, and at the B point, that is the reaction 2, that is the reaction column 2, where we get the exert load as the 400 Newton per meter, and that is from uh, from at from the A, that is the 1 meter away from A, the gradually increasing in the load, means the load get increasing form, that is known as the uniformly varied load, and that concept is known as the UVL. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe the channel. Thank you. Hello student, you are watching my YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel, I am uploading the chemical engineering related videos. That videos helps for the undergraduate chemical engineering student to get the knowledge about the chemical engineering subject. Here we are learn about the principles of design, that subject which is included under the chemical engineering of Savitribai Phule Pune University. In this subject, we get the basic knowledge of the materials and its property. Similarly, we get the information about the stress, strain and load. That is the basic of the mechanical engineering. From this subject, student can apply the basic knowledge of strength of material, that is known as the SOM, for the designing machine component, as well as the stress and strain on the machine element and the structure which are the subjected to the various load, which is the important for the basic concept of the chemical engineering drawing, as well as mechanical design and process design for the different process equipment. From that concept, student can think critically review for the design and select the alternative design as well as size of appropriate process equipment. For that, we require that subject knowledge. Hence, before starting the video, actually concept of that subject, I am requesting to all of you subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so you get the information of the new video which are publishing on this YouTube channel. So let's start our subject. Thank you.